A major oil giant just abandoned its green pledge. Could this setback derail our path to a sustainable future? In a move that stunned climate activists, energy giant BP recently announced increased investments in oil and gas production. This decision marks a stark departure from the company's previous commitments to address climate change. BP's actions are particularly evident in their aggressive pursuit of new oil drilling projects in the Middle East. They are also actively lobbying governments for substantial subsidies for their fossil fuel endeavors. This shift in strategy from BP is deeply concerning for several reasons. It signals a prioritization of short-term profits over the long-term health of the planet. Furthermore, it raises doubts about the sincerity of BP's previous pledges to transition to cleaner energy sources. BP's actions highlight a dangerous trend among major oil corporations. Many are backtracking on climate commitments, undermining global efforts to curb greenhouse gas emissions. Just a few years ago, BP seemed to be embracing a greener future. The company had pledged to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2050. However, BP's recent actions tell a different story. Their increased investments in fossil fuels directly contradict their net zero pledge. This discrepancy raises serious questions about BP's commitment to addressing climate change. It is imperative that we hold corporations like BP accountable for their actions and demand a genuine commitment to a cleaner, more sustainable future. The consequences of burning fossil fuels are severe. Air pollution from fossil fuels is a major public health hazard, causing millions of premature deaths each year. The World Health Organization estimates air pollution causes 7 million deaths annually. Fossil fuel burning is the primary driver of climate change. Greenhouse gases, mainly carbon dioxide, are causing global temperatures to rise. This leads to more frequent heat waves, droughts, wildfires, and extreme weather. The environmental consequences are alarming. Rising sea levels threaten coastal communities. Ocean acidification harms marine life and disrupts ecosystems. The costs of inaction on climate change are staggering. We must transition to cleaner, sustainable energy sources. A familiar pattern: big oil's backtracking on climate action. Sadly, BP is not alone in its backtracking on climate commitments. Many other major oil companies are engaging in similar practices. These companies are prioritizing profits over the planet's health, undermining global efforts to address the climate crisis. Despite pledges to reduce emissions and invest in renewable energy, many oil giants are increasing their investments in fossil fuel exploration and production. This disconnect between words and actions is deeply troubling and requires immediate attention. The influence of the fossil fuel industry on government policies is a major obstacle to climate action. Lobbying efforts by oil and gas companies often hinder the passage of meaningful climate legislation. This influence needs to be addressed through campaign finance reform and greater transparency in government decision-making. Holding corporations and governments responsible. Holding corporations like BP accountable for climate change is crucial. Legal action, consumer pressure, and government regulations are key. Lawsuits against fossil fuel companies are gaining traction. Divestment campaigns put financial pressure on these corporations. Governments must set regulations and promote clean energy. Investing in renewable energy is essential. We must demand accountability and make conscious choices. Thanks for tuning in to Make Dollars Online. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips on building your wealth. Stay smart, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.